Welcome everyone. Last week of this, I guess, Xmas holiday break Christmas training vlog. Day 4 of training today. We've got our upper body day today, even though we are adding some clean pulls into the mix today. So A block is a little bit more of like a total body. The clean pulls are in here just as looking at like order of operations of like my Olympic lift of some technique work. What do I suck at? Beginning of the week, we had more of like working on our hip cleans, hang cleans, keeping that bar close to my body. The clean pulls for today is focusing being more patient on our initial pull, making sure we're getting our shins back, keeping that bar close. So first part of the week working like the top half of the cleans, this end of the week working the bottom half of our cleans. So today we're at 110% of our 1 rep max of cleans. We've got 5 sets of 2 for these clean pulls. We're gonna superset it with some upper body, light med ball work. Really focus here is just technique, being patient, mastering these positions of this pull, keeping a flat back, making sure my hips and shoulders are rising at the same time. Once we get to the knees, keeping that bar close to my body as I make contact in a vertical fashion. So you'll get some clips of that, get some clips of the med ball work. We got incline bench today, and the rest of the day is just kind of an upper body push-pull, higher volume from the weeks prior. We're keeping intensity the same, but just adding more sets or reps to the exercises we're doing. So already warmed up, so we're gonna get into this first set of clean pulls. So you guys just got a glimpse of set 1, set 2. Set 1, I felt like I wasn't pulling into me. So if you watch the video, you can kind of see I'm a little bit more forward on my toes, and that bar is kind of pulling me a little bit forward. Second set stayed a lot more patient, I think, really thinking about pulling my shins back, keeping that bar in the midline of my foot before kind of transitioning to that second pull, staying more vertical before making contact. With clean pulls or any kind of cleans, one thing that have really helped me push in a better position is using that tripod foot, so big toe, pinky, heel, and then thinking of keeping that center of mass and that force in the middle of the foot as I'm pushing the entire time. Too far back, you feel like you're gonna fall a little bit, you kind of gonna rush the pull a little bit, and then if you're too much on the balls of your feet on that initial pull, everything just kind of wants to dump you forward. Med ball work in this is really just trying to get some like high force plyo work in with the med balls. We got a couple more sets of this. I'm not sure how much I'll show you guys as we're gonna go through this. And then we'll get into our upper body bench today. But clean pulls for like 260, like it's feeling good. It's heavy, but I think if I can just kind of make sure my setup is always in a good position, I've got that pressure in the middle of my foot and always thinking about pulling the bar back into me, it's gonna clean up a lot. I wish I had some videos for you guys the first couple weeks doing these, because it's night and day difference how much it's kind of cleaned up a little bit on these pulls. All right, 5th set, all wrapped up. Definitely one thing as I'm getting under fatigue for these sets is taking an extra second in the bottom to make sure I'm braced. I'm breathing in, creating a nice rigid structure through my diaphragm and torso, and then still staying patient through these pulls. But overall, good day for the clean pulls. We're gonna strip it down, get to these incline bench. I wanna say there's a pull supersetted with it, but you'll see that when we get there. B block today, we're gonna go with some incline dumbbell bench. It is 70% for me is 155, We've got 4 sets of 10 on this, and we're gonna superset it with 4 sets of 12 of banded face pulls. So thinking of like horizontal push, horizontal pull. I love doing some kind of like scat pull, superset it with my benching, just because you're on the bench, you're squeezing, you're locked in, the scaps don't get as much movement as you would want them to on the bench. So that's why we superset it with some kind of pulling motion that's really gonna emphasize squeezing those scaps and pulling them together. So 4 sets of 10, no tempo. Fast on the way up. We're thinking about compensatory acceleration on the way up. From last week, the only thing that's changing is that we're adding 1 extra set. So we were 3 by 10 last week. Now we're gonna be at a 4 by 10. Going on to set 3 here with our incline bench, just making sure that we're staying in control the way down, really just being violent on each one of the ways up. That intensity of the 70% for the 10s is perfect. Just kind of struggling on those last 3 reps, but able to get one of them. Really kind of wondering what this 4th set is going to be like. Just kind of under fatigue, trying to make sure we're keeping the rest intervals the same across each one of these sets. Set 4, last one, best one for this incline bench. All right, so for our C block and D block, I'm just gonna kind of take you guys through a little bit of everything, what we have. We'll just overlay some music. It'll just be some B-roll, a little bit of our training, but we got a horizontal pull, we got some accessories, some lateral rows, barbell upright rows, easy bar curl, and then some skull crusher. So we'll just lay over some music, kind of run through this, let you guys get a glimpse of this little bit of accessories as we're going through. Totally forgot to get any kind of clips of our last block of exercises of the easy bar curls and tricep skull crushers, but it is what it is. You guys, this is the end of our 3rd week of training for this hypertrophy block. You guys saw each one of the days, kind of the intensity, the volume we're doing. Not sure if I'll be able to film next week, and if I did film, it's going to be probably short little raw films, just kind of clipping some things together, just maybe showing the progressions from week 3 to week 4. Which most likely in where I'm thinking right now is going to be an increase in volume. So if we were doing 3 by 10s, we're gonna go 3 by 12s, trying to be a little bit more metabolic stressing instead of going up in intensity. And then on our next phase, if we move into another hypertrophy block, kind of keeping volume high, but then stressing the system with like a bigger increase in intensity or like load. So appreciate you guys watching. You have any comments, as always, feel free to drop them below. If you want to know more about the program, my mindset on how I kind of am like formulating these next like 4 weeks and these past 4 weeks of training, feel free, reach out. I love talking shop with coaches. But until next time, see you guys.